The real prank on a flat earther is bringing a flat earther out and proving it's a globe. If that's a joke, the joke is on you.
Proving the earth is flat to a flat earther is the perfect prank. And I'll tell you why. By doing this, we're fully showing the flat earther's thought process on how they come up with conclusions. You see, a flat earther starts at the conclusion that the earth is definitely flat. Now they're gonna cherry pick evidence that agrees with them, but they're gonna ignore the evidence that doesn't agree with them. That's completely backwards of how science works. In science, you look at the evidence first, and then wherever the evidence points, that's where you go for your conclusion. The bogus magnet experiment we did was not supposed to agree with Nathan's conclusion at first. And if it comes from the downward direction, it proves it's a sphere. The hypothesis is that it comes from down.
How did you determine that?
His previous findings.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
But now, the magnet experiment does agree with his conclusion.
It's 100% flat.
They're telling him it's flat.
So the magnet experiment is now credible.
Tons of credibility with the test that we did.
Nothing changed about the experiment, only the outcome, which is now the reason flat earthers are using this as solid evidence that the earth is definitely flat.
There was a ball earther in the room. The ball earther was attacked with this argument. They were saying, look, Nathan's proved that it's not a ball. And the baller was like, you know, he was trying to find an excuse, but he was being jumped on all over the place. Like, this was the best evidence now to prove that it wasn't a ball. He was being absolutely attacked with just this thing alone. It was crazy.
So the whole purpose of this series is to see what's it like to be a flat earther.
How do you feel?
See, I'm confused. The first most important thing to do is you have to tell everyone, no matter what they believe, that the earth is flat. And then after that, you have to assume that they're just gonna take your word for it and believe it too. We found out that most people don't take your word for it.
I don't believe in that shit.
No? You ever been drunk and felt the earth spin?
The world is round.
Why do you think that?
And they just look at you like you're crazy.
Large bodies of water do not curve.
Please don't make him angry.
I woke up ready to start my day pranking Nathan again. That's when I heard the news.
And I get a phone call from Ben.
Yo, Blake, what's up?
And I got a message from Nathan 5 minutes ago with a YouTube link. So I'm like, yo, what's this YouTube link? Click on it.
I made a poopy whoopie in my diaper. Can you change my diaper?
And Nathan sent me that. Is that the best video one could watch? It also doesn't make Blake look like a very smart Harvard student. And he's like, Blake is an internet troll, bro. The flat earth community are all harassing me because they think I'm being trolled. Just wanted to let you know. Any person that sees that should immediately know that they're being trolled. He goes, I'm convinced he is a Harvard student. So he still thinks that you're a Harvard student.
Today's gonna be rough then. I've said to him that I've never been to California or LA.
And all your videos are in LA? Oh no.
If he sees your videos, it's like he makes stupid videos. He sees my videos of us infiltrating Scientology, of us with the spyglasses doing all this infiltrating work. Our cover's blown. So as long as he doesn't see my channel, we might be able to pull it off. So all he has to do is type in Reckless Ben on YouTube and he sees my stuff and it's all done. Oh no!
Hey guys, that Reckless Ben has taken down all of his prank videos off his channel.
No way.
Scientology and all that have all gone. They're not even there anymore. That's
well, I don't really like to see those because if they ranked Scientology.
The anti-Flat Earth Society now is doing everything they can to convince Nathan this is a big prank.
How do you not see that you are being pranked so fucking hard right now?
It's obviously a prank. Just let the prank go on. It's funny. There were a few people that were cool about it.
I checked. Harvard confirmed those guys were legit. Really? You said you checked. Harvard confirmed they're legit.
Like I said before, a flat earther starts the conclusion the earth is flat, cherry picks evidence that agrees with them, but ignores the evidence that doesn't. But sometimes there's evidence that's so big, the flat earthers can't ignore it, like NASA. And the only thing flat earthers can do in this situation is say, all of NASA is fake. That's the only way they can get around this. And it's really funny sometimes to see how flat earthers can dodge some of this big evidence that's thrown at them.
Let's see. Which of these two groups of people is most likely to be dressed like a duck in a YouTube video? Harvard scientists or professional YouTube trolls? Take your pick, Nathan.
It's almost like if you forget to do a chore and your mom's mad at you, And so you just light fireworks off in the front yard to get her attention on something else.
Which are they?
Answer my false dichotomy fallacy.
It's not a false dichotomy, even according to
Why are
you.
you so triggered?
For about 5 minutes, she goes, "Oh, there's fireworks in the front on the front lawn," and then she comes back in and goes like, "But hey, the chores."
Answer the question.
And you go, "Put the fireworks, remember?" And go light fireworks again.
What he presented was a false dichotomy fallacy.
It's definitely a false dichotomy fallacy.
It's not really doing anything. It's just kind of diverting the conversation to then come back probably tenfold to you.
Nathan made me look
I'm
stupid.
just asking you what you thought they were. Just answer the question.
How you feel.
If you don't think it's one of those choices, just no.
This is just his way of getting around the evidence so he can go to where he wants to actually end up. It was never intended, but I guess we accidentally created the perfect metaphor for how flat earthers think and how they arrived at their conclusions of what's true. So the entire time, Blake and I are freaking out like, yo, he's gonna find out. He's gonna know we're pranking him. But then we realized, as long as we give him just some type of evidence that agrees with him.
If Nathan likey, it's good. If Nathan no likey, it's very bad. The whole time we've just been trying to do stuff that Nathan likey.
I didn't like the ending of that.
Nothing that they've done today makes sense to me.
Nothing.
That was hilarious, bro. Cool.
I have no idea what the fucking magnet has to do with anything. Sorry. I'm sorry.
It's 100% flat.
They're telling him it's flat.
Yeah, hi.
YouTube videos.
She's seen my YouTube videos, bro.
So Nathan gets a really bad rep online for being like a child predator, I think, which makes sense.
Hey guys, you're not on a ball in space. The Earth is flat.
That's how you do it right there.
He definitely was arrested for trying to shove flyers through fences and yelling at kids about flat Earth.
You guys ready?
Yeah. Let's go red pill the youth.
Red pill the youth.
Nathan actually surprised us. I don't know if it was just because the cameras were out. He was giving the parents the flyers instead of the kids. He even told us he wasn't going to talk to kids under 10 years old. I mean, 10's still kind of young, but
The world is round.
Why do you think that?
a lot of people on the internet say because Nathan does this, he's an evil person. Personally, I don't think that Nathan is evil and is trying to hurt the kids in any way. I think Nathan is so far lost in his made-up reality that the Earth is flat that he genuinely believes he's doing a good thing by telling the kids of the good news. So in Nathan's own made-up story, he's the hero and he's actually doing a good thing. The Earth actually isn't flat, so that really isn't the case, but at least he has a good heart. We have just arrived at a big flat Earth meetup.
We walk up to signs that say hugs over masks. Very confusing. How can you not realize the scientific significance of a mask? They're not suffocating you. Everyone's really sweet, that's the thing. There's this one older guy who's kind of menacing, and I haven't seen these guys before. Who are these guys? But for the most part, everyone was nice. A guy was dressed in a Viking suit.
Even the flat earthers now know that Blake and I are just pranking Nathan.
They agreed to have me interview them. And I'm just thinking, okay, great. I know it's bullshit, and I'd love to figure out a great way to get back at them.
Later on, there was a man that walked up and asked us, hey, what is this? Are you guys having a party? And I explained, oh, this is a flat earth meetup. Hi, Millie. This is a flat earth meetup. Everyone here is flat earthers. We're all flat earthers. He started debating with me. Well, the earth can't be flat, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, listen, I'm new to flat earth. Staying in character completely.
When Blake and I tell this stranger that we're two Harvard students who just proved the Earth is flat, of course this triggers him and he starts to debate us. Oh no, the Earth can't be flat. No, this can't be right. You guys are wrong. Are you guys real Harvard students? Just so our cover's not blown, we're gonna tell this guy, like, hey, shut up. Like, we're just pranking these flat earthers. Right before we tell him, another flat earther walks up. Hey, did you receive the email from Bob? Oh yeah, I received it. Blake and I run away. That was actually a flat earther pretending to be a round earther so he could trick the round earthers pretending to be flat earthers that are tricking the flat earthers. That was too close of a call. We cannot have that happen again. So now it is very apparent every flat earther at this meetup is out to get me and Blake. However, it has come the time that Blake and I have to explain ourselves to everyone. I get up on the table and I give that exact same speech that I gave in Malibu just 2 days earlier. That same speech containing a big mixture of vocabulary words that don't make sense together. Big science mumbo jumbo that any real scientist listening to would laugh at because it makes absolutely zero sense. But I said that speech because I knew it would go over the flat earthers' heads. And I knew the flat earthers would be forced to believe it because it sounds so smart. And somehow, they all ended up believing it. I still don't understand how we pulled that off though.
A lot of people had some questions for Blake and Ben about the authenticity of their experiment. I think they did an excellent job answering all the questions. Everyone there told me on the side, hey, I'm real impressed with these guys. They seem really cool.
So yeah, we have now unexpectedly gained all of the flat earthers' trust again. Well, we might as well escalate Blake and Brianna's relationship, right?
Oh my.
Will you marry me?
Oh, yeah!
And then out of nowhere, an actual flat earther pulls out a card.
14.
I can marry you guys, it'll actually be legal. And we're all like, well, let's do it. So, Blake and Brianna get married. Legally, I think.
I've never seen so much joy in these people's eyes. It was hard. I felt like, I talked to Brianna after we were walking to the bathroom to consummate our marriage, and we were just saying like, we're going to hell, you know, this is terrible. And after we finished having sex in the bathroom, we were like, wow, we just feel terrible, this is so bad.
What a weekend this has been.
When I first met Nathan, I thought very little of him.
During this wedding that I realized maybe I was wrong about the flat earthers.
I can't tell if it was my character or me, but I even grew to like Nathan in a way. It was fun to be around him. He's a charismatic guy who wants to tell people about his beliefs despite how incredibly fucking dumb they are. There were several times during this process that I felt really bad pranking Nathan Thompson. But then he would spout off racist terms.
Small hats. It makes me want to throw up. How much they hate everyone and want to rule the world.
Or he'd say something misogynistic, and that would immediately remind me why I'm doing this project.
Is it just because you're brainwashed or are you actually a bad person? It's like, dude, I don't know. It's really tough to say. When someone tries to put you down, your automatic response is to get angry at them. When you're a flat earther and the whole globe is trying to put you down, your automatic response is to get angry back at the globe.
0 stars on you. My baby, shut the fuck up! You're my boss! You better pay me!
The passion these people have, the passion Nathan had, you could be really great at something if you just weren't brainwashed into believing this nonsense. Like, I could see you being a really good person if your intentions were just put in the right place. I feel like there's one thing that I just have to do.
If you want to be my first sponsored athlete, the first competition is in April. If you're down.
What? Where? I'm not very good at slacklining.
Since you're a professional slackliner now, you're gonna need a professional slackline. I've sent you the Ben Schneider Pro Trickline model, the best slackline in the entire world, so you can start training before your first competition.
I'm down, bro. That sounds super cool, Ben. I appreciate it. I'll do it.
Oh, sick. Okay, yeah, I'm so happy. I guess now it's not an ending anymore, because now I guess we'll see each other in April at this slackline competition, so.
Yeah, every ending is a new beginning.